Also, jumping training number 2. Last training we did use like rubber bands and stuff to train your foot, ankle, and just the surrounding muscle around the feet. Today we're going to move on to a little bit higher, so ankle and calves, and that connecting muscle to the core, so you have a good balance. These are all very important before you actually start doing a lot of repetitive jumps. This will prepare you to fall badly but still not get injured. Okay, now before we're going to start, you can test your jump by just jumping on the spot and jumping on one foot. And then you also can test your balance and coordination by one foot and just making a cross or a square or just write the words, etc. This is another training later on you can do repetitively once your foot is getting strong. But try that, how it feels first. Then now we're going to move on to the ankle training. So first I want you to use a wall or bar or whatever you have so that you don't fall badly, okay? And then now feet together and stand on your toes. Make sure your ankle go to this really to the arched area as high as possible. Remember, Shotokan is long and lean muscles, so it's best to use to the maximum potential of your movement. And use your breath as a coordination. And don't use your legs only, but coordinate your hara, core, and your also glute. And your make sure your, although I can't show you, but my head, your ear line is about my shoulder. So if you're leaning forward or if you're looking at the floor, it'll make your legs work harder than necessary. So make sure your posture is absolutely in good line. You can do maybe 10 to 20 times of that. Then move on to one leg. And keep an eye on your ankle so it doesn't wobble. So breathe in, engage, engage, good posture, up. And look, this is not good for your ankle. So make sure that your weight is on a bigger bone, not the side bone, but really into this so that your weight goes to your big toe and the second toe kind of line. In Japanese, they have, like we have a foot finger, second foot finger, etc. But in English, it's just big toe and then, I guess, index toe, so to speak. Okay, you can swap to the other side. This is my weaker side, so I tend to go everywhere. So I really focus on this triangle, and then I just want to put the body weight into this line. Okay, and once you do that, as I said, it's maybe 10 to 20 times depending on your capacity, and then you can move on to standing on your toes and then bend, and making sure that it's not this, it is straight down, so your back is absolutely into there. So your toes and this. Then you can walk with this. That'll really train your calf. It's really quite painful, but it really engages your core. Okay, once again, don't allow your ankle to wobble as much as you can, obviously. You may want to hold on to somebody if you're not quite strong. And the back absolutely straight. Okay, and do the walking forward, walking backwards. Try not to walk like this, but in one line. Okay, and then make sure you do the calf stretch after this, because it really does tense up. It's best to keep the feet parallel and then bring the foot back, and then you just hold on to maybe 30 counts and make sure your knee is absolutely straight and you really feel on that entire calf to stretch. Okay, and then also what I normally do in a dojo as a cool down as well. I don't know if it captures me. Well, just lengthen first, hands absolutely to straight line. Okay, and then bend your elbow and then go into this. It's really not capturing. Yeah, so feet together, knees together, hands up, and then ankle up and go down. So from the side view, it's aiming to be straight. Okay, and then now stand on your toes and elbows up. So it's elbows up, and it's not this, but right squeezing up. So you're really stretching this part up and core in, sacrum down, and going. Keeping the absolute balance and using the strength of your foot. Those exercises really trains this part and there, and the coordination of your body balance. And that, after that, just try jumping on a spot as we did at the start. I'm sure you'll find it a lot more stable and you have a lot more control. And then this is a lot gentler way to start, because if you don't have those strengths, when you do jump, it all goes to your knee, or depending on your posture, it can go to your head as well. So we want to have a really strong alignment, support, and leg and core coordination, so that when you're jumping higher and doing all sorts of other things in your hand, the alignment still is in a most straight line, so it doesn't land badly. And also if you land with your twist of the ankle, this is a common thing, you fall. But if you have the ankle strength, it'll help you to not to get injured straight away. So you may need to stretch it, but it won't hurt you. So that's the basically second step. Move on to third step, the next lesson. Os.